some of us have a very difficult time holding back from throwing up all of our relationship information all over our friends. And the funny thing about it is the answers that we're looking for are already inside of us. We take our issues to our friends for one of two reasons. We either want them to confirm it or we want them to contradict it and give us some way out of what we're thinking. The thing is, there is there can be a very significant cost to giving your information about your relationship to your friends, and that cost can be on you, that cost can be on your relationship with your friend, and that cost can be on your interpersonal relationship or your intimate relationship with your partner. A lot of times when we give our information to our friends, it's when we're in a bad place. So we're telling this person how horrible our relationship is, how much you hate it, how much you need to be out of it, all of these things. Your friend is emotionally connected to you, cares about you, and so you leave that friend in this emotional state where your friend pretty much hates the person that you're with. You go back to your partner, you fix everything. 2 days later, you're uploading pictures on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook about how much you two are in love, and your friends, they're like, what the heck just happened? Then you don't understand why your friend isn't as thrilled as you are about the current state of your now blissful relationship, and it's because you left your friend in this emotionally turbulent place where they still hate the person that you're with. That brings me to another point. Everything that you give your friend can be turned against you. So you give your friend this piece of information like, I don't know, your boyfriend is addicted to porn. Your friend all of a sudden hates your boyfriend, or he cheated on you. Now your friend hates that person. Down the road, your friend puts that back in your face in a loving way. She puts it back in your face and she says, why are you with someone who's like this? And now you have to defend it. So everything that you give to your friends, you have to turn around and defend at some point. Which brings me to another point. Some of y'all are just looking crazy because you keep taking the same thing back to the same friend. He cheats on me, she lies to me, he cheats on me, she lies to me. Same thing back to the same friend, and you'll notice that in the beginning the friend is just all into it, giving you the best advice, emotionally involved. Down the road that friend is just like because they've heard it so many times. And then you get to the point where they don't even pick up the phone anymore because they're tired of hearing the same thing over and over again. How many times are you going to come back with the same problem before you do something about it? And is it fair for your friend to be on the phone with you or face to face with you for a whole hour and a half talking about your relationship that you're going to do nothing about when it's pretty much dead or in a turbulent state? So at some point you stop going back to your friend because you know you're looking crazy, and your friend stops picking up the phone because they think that there's no helping you at that point and they're not going to waste their time, justifiably so. So this is how friendships begin to split when your personal relationship is in a toxic or turbulent position. And that's why you have to be careful about toxic relationships, because the toxicity of your personal relationship will spread to all of your other relationships and they'll harm all of your friendships. Even the most loyal friend has a limit to their patience. So here's the thing, and this is why, you know, I rarely ever pick up the phone to talk about relationships with my friends, because I care about them, because I'm emotionally involved, and because I know nothing is going to change no matter how great the advice is. If you're a friend to someone and they're going through the same thing over and over, sometimes you got to be a friend by no longer enabling them and pandering to them and being their, you know, cushion as they continue to stay in this revolving door of pain. Sometimes you got to let that go, and you got to be a friend to yourself and stay away from you know, just people who are always in the ditch. And I know that sounds horrible, but you have to be a friend to yourself. And if a person isn't going to change their own life for the better, you can't do that for them. And for those people who just feel like they have to throw up all over their friends all the time, the advice I would give you is this: the information that you're looking for is already in you. You don't have to give it to anybody else to confirm it. You have to trust yourself. So the best friend that you should have is a friendship with yourself. And when you have that type of friendship with yourself, you don't have to go to everybody and just throw up your information on them, because it's already inside you. Whether you need to debunk that information or confirm it, it's already inside you. And if you've been in a relationship with someone long enough, you already have enough evidence to know who that person is, at least to a point where you can calculate, is this person going to be good for me? You don't need your friends to do that, because most times you're probably only going to give your friends the very best of that person and the very worst. Do your own calculation so that you don't have to worry about your information going into the wind, because if you couldn't hold on to it, how can you expect other people to hold on to it? So that you can hold on to your friendships, and so that you can maintain a relationship that's safe. You know, like, if all the information that's in your relationship can be dispersed to everybody, that's not a safe relationship. That's not a relationship where the other person can communicate and be themselves freely, because they're afraid that everything is going to go out into the world. So DIY, do it yourself, be your own best friend, and give and trust the advice and the compass that's inside of you. So yeah, and I'll just stop talking your friends to death. All right, everybody, it's a beautiful day. I'm gonna get out and enjoy it. I'm gonna go freaking pick some strawberries with my lady or something. 48 days until I get married. All right, everybody, make sure that you check out my books. Just look up my name, Jereme Ford, on your mobile devices. If you want perfect boyfriend, perfect girlfriend t-shirts, signed books, go to my website. It's jeremeford.com, and the books will be signed if they're ordered from that site. And find me on Facebook, JL Ford. The links are gonna be in the box below. So join me next Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Hopefully the Heat are still playing by that time. I'll see you next time. Hotel.